says, Red Glove Medicine says, but Ortiz was not very active either, and not much younger than Klitschko.
No, but the thing is,
but he was avoided. He was avoided.
He was younger than Klitschko. He was more dangerous than Klitschko at the time.
Very much more dangerous.
Yeah,
much more dangerous.
Credit, Klitschko.
Different style, different, more dangerous style. Southpaw. Man, this dude was dangerous. You see, Wilder was super cautious when he fought Luis Ortiz.
To Red Glove Militant, the UK boy, salute to you, man. But the thing is this. I give him credit for beating Klitschko, right? Klitschko put him on his ass. You understand? I take nothing away from him. But we know that doubt of Klitschko putting that man on his ass like that, AJ, he know for a fact, bro. If that was Wilder that put him on his ass like that, he was done. He was done, bro. He was done. And right now, he has a doubt.
He now a couple times, you know what I mean?
Exactly. He has a doubt, bro. He has a doubt. And I'm telling you, bro, he understand that little mental pressure, bro. That little mental pressure right there alone will put doubt. And AJ already came out and said he's afraid to lose. You can't be a fighter in this game afraid to lose, bro.
I heard that. I saw that.
You know, that was out his own mouth. These not Monty Brown words. These ain't Main Man words. These are AJ. I mean, these Anthony Joshua words. The man said he's afraid to lose.
Yeah.
You know,
so it's too much at stake. Yeah. Too much at stake. There's too many entities invested in him, man. He knows what happens if he loses. He knows what happens. But the UK fans, man, they just need to stop, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. It's no way if Wilder would have did anything the stuff that AJ was doing, man, they'd be dumping all over Wilder.
They'd be dumping all over him, bro. And that's why Wilder at peace right now, bro. And that's why I say this. Like I say, to the UK fans, man, Monty Brown love y'all. Main Man love y'all. Subscribe to Monty Brown TV. Subscribe to Main Man TV. This is no knock, man. These are just facts. These are facts, and we got to deal with reality.
I ain't really changed, it's the same old rebel. Still a radical, I'm passionate, it's just another level. AT told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft. BJ told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? So just want to cover something that happened to me over the weekend real quick. Now, I was on Made Man's live stream. I wasn't on the live stream. I was listening to it and commenting in the chat live. And big shout out to Made Man, by the way. I will put a link in the description to the live stream that he did where this happened. And as far as Made Man is concerned, I have no problems with him. I have the utmost respect for Main Man. In fact, if you haven't subscribed to him already, I would recommend that you go ahead and do so. But the live stream that he did was with another individual by the name of Monty Brown. I've never listened to Monty Brown before, never came across his page, never listened to him before. So I listened to their boxing conversation. There were some things he said that I agreed with, a lot of things that he said that I didn't. But I had every intention of subscribing to him because he's a boxing channel, and when it comes to YouTube, a large interest that I have is boxing. Hence the reason why I have a boxing channel of my own. But in the conversation that they had, they started talking about the Wilder versus AJ situation. And when it comes to that situation, me and Main Man don't really quite see eye to eye on it, but I respect that the man has his own opinion. So, and the thing is, he respects that I have my own. So, due to that, I can definitely, still respect what Main Man is doing. And in a lot of other situations, we actually do agree. And I just understand that me and everybody else on YouTube, we are not going to agree on everything. That's just the way that the world works. And in a way, YouTube is a very condensed representation of the world. You're going to find everything. You're going to find racists. You're going to find liberals. You're going to find conservatives. You're going to find, everybody's on YouTube. YouTube is very inclusive in that sense. So, anyways, back to what happened here with Monty Brown. So Made Man actually said something along the lines of, that the win over Ortiz that Wilder had surpasses anything that AJ has done. And he went further and said that Vlad had been quite inactive, that he was coming off a loss, and that, you know, his age. So, in the chat, I mean, there's nothing I can say about coming off of a loss. I mean, he was coming off of a loss and Ortiz was not. But as far as being inactive, well, Ortiz in the last 2 years really hasn't been all that active either. From December of 2016 to December of 2017, he hadn't had a single fight. You know, that was the layoff in that time period. So, I mean, he hasn't been too much more active than Vladimir Klitschko. The other thing I brought up is that Ortiz is not really that much younger than Klitschko either. In fact, there's speculation, and it is just speculation, but there's a possibility that Ortiz, being from Cuba, and when it comes to a lot of these countries where people tend to defect, a lot of times they lie about their age when it comes to trying to get professional sport deals. There's a possibility that Ortiz may actually be older than Vladimir Klitschko. Now, that's just a speculation. There's no proof to back that up, so I'm not going to say that it's, you know, that it's a sure thing, but the age that he's given us is also not 100% a sure thing. Now, I'll be honest, he probably is his age, you know, probably is 39 or 40 years old, but if it were to come out later that he's older than that, it wouldn't surprise me. But anyways, those were my points. I was just addressing what Made Man said. And Monty Brown, and here's the thing, Made Man actually started to reply to me, but then Monty Brown decided that he was going to jump in. Now, I don't have a problem with Monty Brown giving me his input, even though what I said was more toward Made Man, but I mean, if he wants to give me his input on it, fair enough. I'm more than willing to listen. I'm open-minded. However, Monty Brown proceeded to go ahead and write me off as a UK fanboy. Now, I was born and raised and still currently reside in Florida. I've never been to the UK. I've never lived in the UK. Never had a crumpet. Now, that's a joke. I know that not everybody in the UK eats crumpets, but all these things are facts. I've never been to the UK. Alright? I mean, let's be honest, does it sound like I'm from the UK? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being from the UK, but if you're just going to ride me off as a UK fanboy, I think that's kind of a shitty thing to do. I survived Hurricane Irma. And I mean, he tried to act like he was being civil. Proceeded to tell me, you know, what was the word that he used? Like, much love to, no, he said salute is what he said. He said salute to the red glove militant UK boy. Well, Monty Brown, you can, in all honesty, keep your salute, because it's not genuine. If it was genuine, you wouldn't just write me off as a UK fanboy. In fact, you know, I'm from Florida, like I said, born and raised, currently reside. And there's a strong possibility that I'm older than you. So you saying that I'm a UK fanboy, or UK boy was your actual exact words, that's not fact. Which is funny because you proceeded to say a couple things and then say, oh, these are just facts. And one of the things you said is, you were saying that Ortiz is more dangerous than Vladimir Klitschko. Now, being that neither of them has fought each other, to say one or the other is more dangerous is really opinion. And if it's based on any facts, you have to take a look at who they fought. And if you're going to tell me that Ortiz's resume and accomplishments surpass those of Vladimir Klitschko, I'm sorry, but you don't know what you're talking about. Because they don't. But I'm not even going to say Klitschko at this point in time, or at the time that he fought Joshua, is more dangerous than when Wilder fought Ortiz, because that's completely opinion based. I mean, I could say it, but I'm not going to say that it's fact. However, you went on to say that these are just facts, along with calling me a UK boy. Saying that Ortiz is more dangerous than Klitschko is not facts, it's opinion. This I thought was quite funny. You went on to like say, oh, we deal with dollars, not with pounds. I don't know if you're aware of this, and this may be just because I work in the banking industry. Maybe I know this and you don't, but the pound is stronger than the US dollar. Now, I've been working in the banking industry for a little over 10 years, and I can't speak to how strong either currency was before 2008, but I can tell you since 2008, there's not been one time that the US dollar has been stronger than the pound. So saying I deal with dollars, not in pounds, is like saying I deal weed and not cocaine. You're going to make way more money with cocaine than you are with weed. It's just an ignorant thing to say. So I said all this to say this. You know, I'm not going to insult Monty Brown, even though he insulted my intelligence, completely wrote me off as a UK fanboy. But I will say this, many times in that live stream, he said, subscribe to Main Man Made Man and subscribe to me. Well, I've been subscribed to Main Man Made Man for quite some time, at least a year, probably closer to 2. But as for Monty Brown, I'm not subscribing to you because you just don't know what you're talking about. You write off anybody who disagrees with you as a UK fanboy. Now, I am a fanboy, but not a UK fanboy. And to be honest, it's kind of a endearing term for him to call me that, because right now I feel like the UK fans are the ones who are spitting the most truth, spitting the most logic. So I don't really take offense to him calling me that, just the fact that he would write me off. That's not the way to conduct yourself as a channel. And for those reasons, I have to say, no thank you, Monty Brown. I will keep my subscription. You may have close to 2,000 subscribers, but that don't mean shit to me, because one of those ain't mine. So, it is what it is. If in the future I come across your videos and you seem to have grown and matured past your current logical way of thinking, then I'll reconsider. But as for right now, I have to decline. My standards, I have standards as to who I subscribe to, and you don't quite meet that standard at this point in time. But anyways, to my subscribers, anybody watching my videos, or if you just so happen to stump on this video, hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Oh, and real quick, I don't want anybody going and harassing Monty Brown. If you come across this video, this was not about harassing or even putting him out. This is really about, you know, if you're a commenter or a content creator on YouTube, everybody's welcome to come to my page and comment. Whether you agree with me or not, it doesn't really matter to me. Just as long as you're not trolling. If you're, you know, actually addressing points that I made and you have rebuttals, I'm completely fine with that. But I could tell you one thing, I'm never going to write you off just because you don't see things the way that I do. And that's the advice I want to give to everybody. Whether you're a content creator, if you make videos, don't just write your commenters off. Don't just insult them. Don't insult their intelligence. Same thing with commenters. If you are on YouTube but you don't upload videos but you comment a lot, if you get into a discussion or a debate in the comments section, it's completely fine to disagree, and even if you end up agreeing to disagree, but don't just write off the other individual just because they don't agree with you. So I'm a fanboy of my integrity over everything else. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a Red Glove Militant integrity fanboy, and I will put that above anything else. But y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace. What up, everybody in the world?
Undefeated.